is Bill Robertson with Coldwell Banker. Thank you for checking out this video. The question is, what are contingencies in a real estate transaction? Contingencies come from the word contingent, like contingent upon. When you're making an offer, you want the contingency to be contingent upon X or contingent upon something. Like a property condition, a loan application, an appraisal, HOA document reviews. That could include the condition of the actual HOA, or does it have assessments, or is there a rate increase coming soon, or anything like that. The other one would be title. You want to review the title. Maybe there's a big cloud on the title, having too many liens, or too many people involved, or just something weird. If you have contingencies, you can review these items and then decide whether you're moving forward, if you're renegotiating, or if you're actually just backing out. For the past few years, most buyers have had like 0 contingencies, which means you had just huge risk. Once you made the offer, you were buying the property. Now that the market is starting to kind of level out a little bit, buyers actually have contingencies. And this is a great thing, because it allows you to comfortably purchase a property instead of freaking out and buying a property. It's nice thing. A contingency is not something. A contingency is not a reason to back out. It's more of confirming that the property is actually what you expected it to be after reviewing disclosures, inspections, and I mean, I've had clients that take an evening and they just sit in a car in front of the property just to see what the level of the quality of the neighbors are, or whatever. They just want to make sure it's what they want. Without having contingencies, there really is like a huge risk for you. Generally, for example, you're purchasing a property and it's $1 million. And the standard deposit, or what we call EMD, is 3%, which means $30,000. Your risk is $30,000, and we call it skin in the game. It's basically what your risk is. And you're saying, well, what does the seller have for a risk? Well, once you enter into contract, you have to remove the property from the public to say it's in contract, or not available to purchase. So if you are reviewing documents and disclosures and you back out, the property was removed from the MLS and then put back on. It looks a little weird. So we really liked it when it just went from active to sold. But by having this $30,000 risk, you're encouraged to really not mess up. You want to really look at the product, make sure it's what you want to purchase, and during your contingency period, if you've already put down your $30,000, it's in title, it's being held, and you want to back out of the property. You found something you don't like, condition, whatever. It's under your current contingencies that you have. You can back out, and essentially you should be getting your $30,000 back with really no effort whatsoever. The moment you remove your contingencies and now you want to back out, now you're risking that $30,000. Now it's a negotiation between the buyer and seller as to how to keep that money. And I mean, sometimes it goes as far as litigation and things like that. Again, if you've removed your contingencies, but if you still have them, you have them for 6, 10, or 12 days, you make up your mind, yep, I'm moving forward the purchase. You remove the contingencies. At that point, your intention is to close the transaction. So, kind of nice. You should really never make an offer on a property that you really don't want to own. It seems like a good deal. I'll write an offer so that I can review the contingencies. With most properties out there, there'll be inspections and things like that. So review everything first so that you have a good feel for it. But I'd still want, in this market, and this is like 2022 October area, August area, I'd want some contingencies, probably a property condition, possibly an appraisal. Most of my buyers are pre-approved, And we do that so that we know what they really can purchase in a comfort zone. But to summarize, contingencies are good for a buyer, and it helps reduce your risk. This is one of a few videos I'm doing, and I apologize, my eyes keep darting to the left. I'm just kind of reading bullet points to make sure I can get through this video. If you have any questions, please reach out. It's Bill Robertson Coldwell Banker, 408-314-7070. Of course, you can just Google me, Bill Robertson Realtor, and I will pop up. Again, any questions, please reach out.